Time for another roundup of awesome but completely free Quest 2 and Quest 3 VR games that won't cost a dime. So here are 16 free VR games that you should definitely try out, and I've left links to all of them in the description. Using these links to download any of the free VR games mentioned here will help support the channel, so thank you. Kicking off with Aim XR, if you're craving some fast-paced shooting action, this will scratch that itch completely cost-free. This free multiplayer shooter is similar to Pavlov and pits two teams of 5 against each other in intense firefight reminiscent of classic FPS games like Counter-Strike. You can also sharpen your skills in solo matches against bots or even host local matches over LAN for friends. Aim XR prides itself on smooth gunplay and easy-to-learn mechanics. Many players say it's more accessible and sometimes even more fun than the paid shooters out there. With multiple maps and weapons to master, Aim XR is a great way to get your FPS fix on Quest without spending a cent. Next up, a game that has very recently gone free to play for you football fans out there, or soccer for my American viewers. They're also sponsoring this segment, but hear me out because it would have deserved to be here regardless. Premier League Player is the first officially licensed VR football game that puts you right on the pitch with your favorite teams and stadiums from the British Premier League. One of the coolest mechanics here is that you're using your arms to pass and shoot, and it feels way more fun and intuitive than it sounds with super realistic ball physics. Relive iconic goals in the Moments mode or hop into minigames like headers practice or goalkeeper challenges. All 20 Premier League clubs are represented with authentic kits and venues, adding to the immersion. This completely free experience is a dream come true for football fans who want a taste of the Premier League in virtual reality. This one likely needs no introduction, but if you haven't tried Orion Drift, you're totally missing out. It's a multiplayer VR playground set on a massive space station. Developed by the creators of Gorilla Tag in collaboration with a few of the developers behind Echo Arena, it lets you run, climb, and propel yourself through zero-gravity arenas and futuristic districts packed with minigames. Dozens of players can share the same world, giving the game a real Ready Player One vibe. It's a social VR experience unlike any other, and since it's free in early access, you can jump in and witness it become better and better every day. This one took the VR world by storm. Enter Pure Chaos with Animal Company, a free multiplayer VR adventure that's equal parts co-op survival and party madness. You and your friends play as customizable animal characters exploring caves, sewers, and forests while outsmarting hordes of quirky monsters. Using Gorilla Tag-inspired movement, you'll swing and climb through spooky environments, gathering loot and rescuing each other from various types of monsters. It is aimed at a younger audience, but with new content dropping weekly from fresh cosmetics to limited-time events, Animal Company stays exciting and unpredictable, making it a must-try for anyone seeking frantic, family-friendly VR fun. Ever wondered what it's like to play sports as a giant ape? Gorilla Football answers that question with chaotic charm. Using the same arm-swinging locomotion as Gorilla Tag, this free sports mashup lets you play American football and more as a gorilla. You'll run, jump, swat the ball, and tackle only using your hands to move, no joystick needed. Beyond that, Gorilla Football also offers alternate modes like soccer, baseball, and dodgeball for endless variety. It's a ridiculously fun way to experience competitive sports in VR with friends, complete with wacky physics and over-the-top moves that will leave everyone with a smile on their face. Next up, we have Battlegrounds, a free-to-play medieval sandbox brawler that tosses you into physics-fueled chaos. There are no rules or limits here. Grab a sword, a cannon, or even a grappling hook and create your own fun. You can leap across rooftops, launch yourself with catapults, and engage in hilarious ragdoll combat against other players online. Team up for epic castle sieges or go rogue in free-for-all battles. It's all up to you. With regular updates adding maps, weapons, and crazy gadgets, Battlegrounds delivers a constantly evolving playground for those who love open-ended, wild VR action with friends. For a mix of sports, competition, and social hangouts, Big Ballers is the ultimate VR sports park. This free game lets up to 10 players meet up in a virtual park and dive into games like basketball, football, dodgeball, and even laser tag. Ever wanted to dunk like a pro or throw a game-winning touchdown? Big Ballers makes it possible with immersive physics. You can pull off windmill dunks on the court, hit home runs in a baseball minigame, then catch a Hail Mary pass on the football field. All in one session. With character customization and constant updates with new sports and challenges rolling out, Big Ballers VR offers a one-stop sports party that will keep you and your crew entertained for hours. Devil's Roulette turns the classic game of Russian roulette into a devilishly fun VR party. Up to 4 players gather around a virtual table and take turns pulling the trigger of a revolver loaded with a random bullet. But here's the twist. Each round you can snag wild power-ups to sway fate in your favor. Chug an energy drink to dodge a bullet Matrix style, or use a taser gadget to stun your friends and make them lose their turn. The result is a thrilling mix of dark humor and strategy, with everyone laughing, sweating, and screaming as they tempt fate. It's an intense yet oddly hilarious social game that's perfect for late-night VR sessions with friends. Unleash your creativity in DigiGods, a free VR physics sandbox and social hub that's like VR's answer to Gary's Mod. You can build your own minigames, environments, and challenges using an easy drag-and-drop level editor. No coding required. One moment you might be parkouring across a skyline you built, the next you're battling a giant kaiju monster or engaging in paintball fights on a user-created map. With a focus on community sharing and endless possibilities, DigiGods is the perfect place to craft, play, and let your imagination run wild with friends in VR. Chained Escape is a VR co-op adventure that literally ties you and your friends together as penguins. Up to 4 players are chained to each other in this physics-based platformers, and teamwork is the only way to survive. Together, you'll climb up obstacles, swing across deadly gaps, and coordinate your movements to reach the end of each level before your time runs out. It's equal parts challenging and comical. 1 second you're saving a buddy from a fall by grabbing their chain, the next you might accidentally yank everyone into a pit. With its clever chain mechanics and need for communication, Chained Escape delivers a uniquely chaotic cooperative experience that will test and strengthen your friendships in the best way possible. Live out your pirate fantasies in Sail VR, an open-world pirate adventure inspired by Sea of Thieves, now free to play. You can go solo or crew up with friends to sail a ship across treacherous seas, battling rival pirates with cannons blazing and swords swinging. Explore islands in search of buried treasure, solve riddles to unlock secrets, and level up your pirate as you gain infamy. Sail VR offers both cooperative voyages and PvP naval combat, including an intense extraction mode, where you race to escape with loot before another crew steals it. It's still in early access, so a bit rough around the edges, but the thrill of steering your own galleon and engaging in epic ship-to-ship battles in VR is more than enough reason to give this ambitious pirate sandbox a try. Ever wanted to step into the shoes of a TSA agent? Airport security guard makes it far more entertaining than the real job. It's very similar to the popular I Am Security, except free. This simulation game puts you behind the X-ray scanner and security checkpoint of a bustling airport. Your goal is to keep dangerous or wacky contraband off the planes. Scan luggage for hidden bombs or fireworks, pat down passengers to confiscate all kinds of weird items, and catch would-be criminals disguised in funny outfits. Each level gets more chaotic with time pressure and crazy characters coming through. Stamp passports to let honest travelers through and sound the alarm on the sketchy ones. But be careful, if you miss a threat, things might literally go boom. With its humorous tone and frantic gameplay, Airport Security Guard is a blast. Mannequin is a prop hunt style VR shooter that's all about deception and stealth. It's a 2v3 asymmetric multiplayer game. 2 players are agents armed to the teeth, while up to 3 others become shape-shifting alien mannequins. As a mannequin, you can pose as a harmless human statue or blend in with the environment to avoid detection. As an agent, you must sniff out which mannequins are actually aliens in disguise and take them down before they strike. Matches turn into intense games of hide and seek. One moment you're frozen in place pretending to be a dummy, the next you're sprinting away as bullets fly. With its clever mix of tension and comedy and full cross-platform play on Quest and PC VR, Mannequin offers some of the most creative multiplayer shenanigans you can have in VR for free. If you've got your VR legs and are ready for some extreme free running, VR Legs Parkour Tag is the game for you. This free running playground lets you jump, wall run, and climb across urban rooftops like nobody's business. Using innovative motion controls, you physically pump your arms and move your body to pull off gravity-defying parkour moves. Leaps between buildings, wall climbs, even flips. The main mode is multiplayer tag, where you and your friends chase each other through the city using every parkour trick in the book. There are also co-op obstacle courses to conquer together. You can even pick up gadgets like gliders to soar or throw down smoke bombs to escape a chase. It's a workout and a game in one, delivering an adrenaline rush while you literally climb the walls. Just be warned, this one will definitely test your motion sickness resistance as you become a VR parkour master. Hellhorde brings the zombie shooter genre in your living room with the power of mixed reality. In this intense survival game, a demonic portal opens right in your real-world space, unleashing wave after wave of undead monsters. You'll physically dodge and move around your room to avoid attacks using an array of virtual weapons to blast skeletons, ghouls, and other horrors that crawl out of the portal. Each wave escalates with tougher enemies, from shuffling zombies to charging brutes, and periodic boss fights really amp up the challenge. Luckily, you can grab weapon upgrades and power-ups as you fight, helping you hold the line. The thrill of seeing your own room turn into a battlefield is both scary as heck and exhilarating. If you have a Quest 3 or 3S, Hellhorde is a must-try free title to experience the next level of immersive home defense. Rounding out our list is Guardian of Realms, an epic mixed reality combat game that transforms your play space into a fantasy battleground. Made by the team behind Swordsman VR, this game lets you wield swords, axes, bows, and even magical powers right in your living room. No thumbsticks here, you physically move around to dodge attacks and strike foes, which makes the swordplay feel incredibly real. Guardian of Realms features a sandbox mode where you customize your fights, spawn the types of enemies you want, set their difficulty, and go wild. There's also a survival mode where you protect a crystal from waves of goblins, skeletons, and other types of enemies invading your space. You can even toy with gravity magic or throw objects as weapons, making you feel like an all-powerful hero. Since it's now free on Quest 3, any VR warrior with the space to play should definitely step into the arena and defend their realm. Enjoy exploring these fantastic free VR games, and don't forget to use the links in the description if you'd like to support the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers guys!